both Vinny Sean and Piers Morgan.
Yeah, no, I did, definitely. On the substance of the conversation, Biden won. His policy was pragmatic, it was logical, and Donald Trump just lied the entire time, is incapable of telling the truth, is incapable of actually laying out policy. He didn't talk about how he's going to make the American people's lives better. He just, said that, January 6th didn't happen. He talked about the election. He said that overturning Roe was a great thing and forcing 10-year-old girls to give birth is a fantastic thing. That was Donald Trump's debate. So on the substance of the conversation, Joe Biden absolutely prevailed.
Right, but the problem you've got is I saw the CNN fact checkers on Joe Biden's public statements last night, and it was just untruth after untruth after untruth.
Oh, I'm not sitting here I'm not sitting here telling you that Joe Biden tells the truth every single time he speaks, or that he gets every single number right and every single statistic right.
He gets most of them wrong.
That's not true. To compare Joe Biden's lies to Donald Trump's lies is laughable. Trump told over 30,000 lies during his presidency, averaging around 20 a day, and he showed that last night when he lied about every single thing he talked about. Lying.
So again, great job by Harry Sisson. Again, young Gen Z activist. He's an excellent debater. He's well-versed on the facts, and he schools Piers Morgan here because Piers Morgan likes to engage in false equivalence anytime it benefits Trump. So the idea is, hey, Joe Biden has told false statements before. He has lied before. Okay, that's true. Most politicians have. But we have to be able to recognize meaningful distinctions. And Donald Trump is a prolific liar par excellence. He is peerless. He is unprecedented. And if the shoe were on the other foot, if Donald Trump lied a little and Joe Biden lied a lot, that would be a distinction that Piers Morgan would find worth making. But because it's the opposite and actually hurts Trump, he tries to suggest, well, it's a wash because both men have told lies. Absolutely insane. Another clip here from Harry Sisson.
Yeah, but Piers, I mean, let's be real here. Like, if you're lying,
did you see the one where he said
one sec, Vinny, you look like relax, buddy. If you're getting a number incorrect, right? If you're getting a number incorrect, that's like a very small.
7 years ago,
hold on now, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Excuse me, you right there.
Were you 10 years old, Harry?
What was that?
How old were you when Trump won? 10 years old? 7 years ago, you were 10 years old.
You look like you're about to explode.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Take a breather.
That's not
Hassan was right to call.
You have makeup.
He's entitled to his
Hassan, listen. I know Hassan's a big fan of mine. He was right to call you out for looking like you're about to explode. It's okay, no problem here.
If he's gonna go, you've got makeup on. Like, who's the guy that paints his face like? Some days paints his face orange, other days paints his face shit brown, and like you can see it, you can see the makeup line, because I guess he's doing his own makeup these days, so you can see the makeup line. Who's it? So it's like, I mean, that's the thing, like. And then look at Piers Morgan sitting there. Look at Piers Morgan sitting there eating it up with that smirk on his face, because Piers Morgan, like, we've watched him whine about Meghan Markle. Piers Morgan operates on like the level of a teenager mentally and emotionally. So that's why he's smirking, and that's why he always makes these condescending remarks. And that's why him and his buddy are like embarrassing themselves here. I mean, like, yeah, I guarantee you after this went off, both of these pricks regretted this moment, because he's not even having to do anything other than going, calm down, buddy, relax, buddy, breathe, buddy. You look like you're about to explode. Meanwhile, he's just like, what are you, 10? Are you 10? Are you 10? Are you 10 years old? What? Are you 10? Like repeating himself over and over because he's got like 2 brain cells he's working with. Who is this joke anyway? He's like, are you 10? Are you 10? Are you 10? Are you 10? Huh? Are you 10? Huh? Are you 10? You're wearing makeup. And it's like, dude, your dude like paints himself orange. Like the cock you're sucking paints himself orange. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, you were 10 years old when Trump won.
You have to level.
Get him, Harry.
And what are you, like 80? Like, relax, buddy. Take a breather. You're okay. I promise. It's okay.
Ooh, that was so good.
Zen, yoga. Yoga's good. Yoga's good.
Can I just say, I don't actually care how old
Targaryens are gone. Burn them all! Not all of them.
Love it. That's a masterclass performance in MAGA trolling, as in trolling MAGA. You could breathe deeply and not tip over in
Do
his
some
chair.
yoga.
Great stuff. Another clip here.
So first thing, I want to respond to your lie comment. I think that, yeah, we want both candidates to be honest, but we have to weigh the lies here. Like if Joe Biden gets a statistic incorrect, that is vastly different than Donald Trump still pushing lies about January 6th and about the election. So that's first and foremost. But second of all, as I said, the substance of the conversation is what matters. Trump can scream the loudest, he can lie the most. That doesn't mean you win a debate. When Joe Biden's up there saying, like, you know what, my policy is pragmatic. I want to give women their reproductive rights. I want to continue to lower healthcare costs. I want to expand healthcare for veterans more and more. That's pragmatic policy. That's logical.
But Harry, the problem, okay, but Harry, here's the problem.
Substance.
Harry, here's the problem. He couldn't articulate his views in a way that anyone could really understand. And secondly, and more crucially, in Trump,
okay, he couldn't articulate his views in a way that people could understand, as opposed to the guy who just babbled, the guy who, I mean, he was articulating something. You're the worst. You're the worst. You're the worst. I mean, he sounded like this idiot right here. You're the worst. You're the worst. You're the worst. You're the worst. Just repeating the same thing over and over and over and over. This triggered little bitch right here. I wish I could take Hassan's place. I wish I could take Hassan's place. Like whoever this guy is, I would have been like, whoa, what's the matter, buddy? You triggered? You triggered? You need to go to your safe space? Are you triggered? Are you a snowflake? Are you melting like a snowflake? Do you need to go to your safe space? Maybe you should dye your hair blue if you're going to continue to scream at people.
he has an opponent who tells a lot of untruths. And what you want the President of the United States to do is to be quick-witted enough and sharp enough and intelligent enough to, every time he does that, leap on it and tell the American people why what he said was untrue.
How are you supposed to do that when you're dealing with a guy like Trump who, when I describe Trump, I like to use a phrase that Adam Savage came up with called "not even wrong." But in Trump's case, it's not even untrue. And what it is when you're not even wrong, it means that the reply that you just gave is so far off the mark and off base that it can't even be considered a wrong answer or a wrong reply, because it can't even really be considered a proper reply to the question or matter at hand. And in Trump's case, it's like, if you ask a question and he gives an answer, it's like you can't even really consider it as a lie, because his answers don't even qualify as proper answers to the question. Steve Hofstetter, when he was making fun of this heckler that was just so off base, and he was doing this thing, and it's like, and what I was asking was whatever, and I'm just gonna make up my own. It's like someone is saying, like, hey, what's 14 divided by 2? I like soup. I mean, that's Trump. That's a Trumpian answer. So, when the guy you're dealing with does that 72 times in a row over the course of the 2 minutes, it's going to take you more than your 2 minutes to address all 72. I mean, it's like what I was trying to explain to someone on Twitter, and it's like, no, the only proper response to a gish gallop, as it were, and that's when someone just floods you with so much bullshit you can't address all the points. Like, no, the only proper response to that is that's dumb, and that can't be seen as an improper, and you can't do the it's an ad hominem. It's like, no, I mean, you yourself put the conversation or debate or argument or whatever you want to call it, you took it to such an absurd level that it's like, no, that's dumb, because like employing a Gish Gallop or speaking in the way Trump does is a forfeit. So unless you want to bring your brain train back on the rails and get back into the conversation, get back into the ring, as it were, you just forfeited the match. It's like it's pro wrestling. You just left the ring and the referee has started the 10 count. So I'm standing there like Randy Orton going, stupid, stupid.
Biden was simply incapable of doing any of that. And that's what a lot of Democrats have said overnight is the most problematic thing. It's not that he's old or anything. It's that he was incapable of either articulating policy in a way that resonated or holding Trump to account. And if you can't do that with a candidate like Trump, there's no hope.
Yeah, except here's if that was the method that Biden was.
Hang on a second. I'll come to you in one sec. Let Harry respond to that.
Sorry.
Well, all right. What I was going to say is, if that's the method that Biden was going to go with, then all of his answers would just be fact checking Trump. Every 2 minutes he has, he's be like, okay, Trump lied about this, and that's not any way to win a voter over. Biden, I would think it's more of the moderator's job to fact check, as opposed to Biden dedicating his entire debate to fact checking. Biden should be laying out the policy, which he did. He seemed pretty coherent when he called out Donald Trump for assaulting and raping E. Jean Carroll and for being a convicted felon.
Again, great stuff from Harry Sisson. He's more optimistic than I am. I am an elderly, grizzled cynic by nature, right? I see the glasses half empty, but I love his take on this. I mean, again, I think I don't agree with him on how well President Biden performed, as I mentioned. Politics as we know it. How on earth do you grapple with such a prolific liar? And I don't think there's a good way to do it. Another clip here.
He can win. He's going to win. And as Vice President Harris said, we don't let a 90-minute performance negate 3.5 years of progress. Biden's the only man who has beaten Donald Trump, and he's going to do it again. And I'm looking forward to convicted felon Donald Trump facing justice.
Why are you the only person I've heard in the last 24 hours who's not crying because the performance was so horrendous? On the Democrat side,
I don't know. You have to talk to the people that you're surrounded by.
I'm talking about Thomas Friedman and Frank Bruni and all the Democrats.
Yeah, that's great.
all the Democrats supporting
Yeah,
writers for the New York Times and so on. Literally all of them, Van Jones, a CNN, they're all crying because it was so bad it brought tears to their eyes. You appear to have watched a pretty different debate. You're happy. You thought it was great. He's going to win a triumphant victory. No, he's not, Harry. Wake up.
Yeah, I don't have the mentality of like, oh, something didn't go our way, now we have to pout and cry. I have the mentality of, well, if something didn't go our way and that's the way it's perceived, let's get to work. Get out there and get a clipboard and go get some signatures and go door to door. Don't sit here and sit in our own sadness. Let's get to work, as opposed to writing in the New York Times that it didn't go the way we wanted it to.
I agree with you. Actually, that is the right response, and I admire that attitude. So thank you for joining me. Harry, thank you.
Listen, again, great stuff from Harry Sisson. I am an unapologetic.
Last night I saw an archaeological wonder on the ESPN of War and Lies. CNN's death rattle, an ancient species battle, two fossils trying to poke each other's eyes. Mom and Dad are fighting in Atlanta. I'm online pricing lobotomies. I don't wanna get no dumber, but it's better than this bummer of believing in a false dichotomy. They open up their mouths and nothing comes out. It's gonna take a lot more than the speed. I can't discern Vern, I can't perceive Steve. I don't understand Jan. I don't know Joe. I don't know Joe.
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds. And but by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
That's the biggest lie. He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
But I have, you know how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards.
He wins his own club championship.
You ever get the feeling you've been somewhere before?
He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape.
Anybody?
I forgot that my fucking mic was turned off.
Just me!
Let's not act like children.
And by the way,
that means the mic totally. Oh my God, how long has the mic been off? Son of a bitch. I wonder if the mic even picked me up saying that Woody and Arlo Guthrie never had nice things to say about the Trumps.
Brought to you by Juice Burger.
Juice Burger. So juicy. Eat it. Eat burger. You love burger. Pay money for burger. Allegations unproven. You're not sexy if you don't burger. No burger, bad girl. Juice Burger.
And we're back with a lot more democracy, a whole lot more Juice Burger, and a little bit of private television networks making money off of our nation's turmoil. And a 1, and a 2, and a 4, and a 7. Now it's time for the first question. We're the richest country, but if you're living in a shed, when does the economy trickle down through the corrugated roof above your head?
he's the only president other than Herbert Hoover who's ever lost more jobs than he had when he began. What we had to do is try to put things back together again for all Americans.
The jobs went down and then they bounced back, and he's taking credit if he can do that. We're the greatest economy in the history of our country. He's the worst
president
in history by far. I didn't have sex with the porn star.
Our nation has 8 million jobs in clean energy. Can we double it, guys, before the sea levels rise and I'm roommates with a manatee?
I want immaculate clean water, and I want air that's clean, and we had it. We had H2O, all forms of energy.
He's gonna claim that cleans water? He ain't done a damn thing. The only existential threat to humanity is climate change.
I think I'm getting deja vu.
Every single thing he says is a lie.
Just me and the same two dudes.
I've never seen anybody lie like this guy.
Have we fallen under a wizard's curse to suffer deja vu, but worse?
Just manage a complainer.
My frontal lobe hurts. Ow! I think I'm getting deja vu.
You have to be quite smart.
Who signed off on this reboot?
Having sex with a porn star. And people are dying all over the place.
We're the in my country, the United States.
It's a disgrace.
Was it me and you who made this deja vu? Remember last election, things got completely unhinged. How about a normal one this time? Cause I think coups are kinda cringe.
He encouraged those folks sat there for 3 hours. Didn't do a damn thing.
Everybody was saying they're gonna be there. I could see what was happening. You could feel it and you could feel it. There's a lot of people coming.
This guy is responsible. He was made to do something.
We've waited long enough. No more dawdling or delays. Let's go out with a zinger. Hit me with your best catchphrase.
We're gonna make a failing nation great again. Putin, Kim Jong-un, they don't respect him. For 3.5 years, we're living in hell. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
No president's ever spoken like that. You're the most of an alley cat. This guy has increased your tax. The economy is flat on its back. Dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
That tracks.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
And this ain't a good sequel like Paddington 2. It's more like we're watching the Temple of Doom. No, this ain't the Empire Strikes Back. It's the time you tried to reheat your Big Mac. This ain't even Fast and Furious 6. It's more like that Home Alone we got on Netflix. I think Olivia Rodrigo would agree. This is even worse than your ex eating strawberry ice cream. No, this ain't the Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers. This is Shrek Forever After when it stole 2 hours of my life. It's not The Dark Knight. It's my high school production of Grease, and I'm the only guy because the football coach wouldn't let anyone miss a practice day. And if I do recall, they finished last anyway. Now I'm on stage doo-wopping by myself. That's when someone in the back row screams, I'm in hell. I feel lower than dirt, smaller than nothing, and on the next day, my junior prom date dumped me. We've all been there, right? Anyway, that's what this feels like.
Never heard so much malarkey in my whole life. Look.
Joe, our country is being destroyed as you and I sit up here and waste a lot of time on this debate.
I think I'm getting deja vu.
Every single thing he says is a lie.
Just me and the same two dudes.
I've never seen anybody lie like this guy.
Have we fallen under a wizard's curse to suffer deja vu, but worse?
Just manage a complainer.
My frontal lobe hurts. Ow! I think I'm getting deja vu.
You have to be quite smart.
Who signed off on this reboot?
Having sex with a porn star. And people are dying all over the place.
We're the in my country, the United States.
It's a disgrace.
Was it me and you who made this deja vu?
So we did a great job.
Perfect. All made sense. Totally normal. We should get together in 4 years and do this again.
I mean, like, okay, like, for real, though. Like, Alrighty.
Hi, we're Visible, the wireless company that makes things visible. Get a one-line plan with unlimited data powered.
Who's next? Oh my God. Sabretooth. Ready to die. Wait. Time!
You look ridiculous. People have waited decades for this fight. It's not gonna be easy. Baby knife, you shoot the double, you take him down. Side control, then full mount, and you ground and pound till he makes no sound because he's dead.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
Okay, good luck. I'm a huge fan.
Cool.
What if we could have a screen the size of the entire wall? The beast. This is the Epson Pro L1505UH, a commercial grade projector that makes the LS12000 look like an absolute toy. Fundamentally, they're based on very similar technology. It uses,
That thing has
oh my
got
God.
to. How much
Hey,
is
Artie,
it?
get ahead.
It's got to be about.
It uses a
something.
3-chip laser projection system, giving it amazing contrast and, in this one's case, spectacular brightness and color performance. This thing is rated to output 12,000 lumens, and that is in color. You can kind of cheat your peak brightness rating if it's just white, but they didn't. It weighs over 50 pounds. But when you consider the performance, it's actually not that much bigger than a home cinema projector. And it's got some major benefits for an application like this. The biggest one is support for interchangeable lenses. This right here is an Epson short throw monster that is able to achieve a 0.8 throw ratio, meaning that we could get a 100-foot wide image being only 80 feet away from the wall. That, because there's another wall in the way, strapped our 3 projectors for the massive video wall that we're building to the railings, which I guess makes sense. The reason I have to move it is because in order for us to have an apples-to-apples comparison of brightness, we're gonna have to put this a lot closer to the wall than the LS12000 because of the short throw lens. You're gonna have to move back, Adam. He's back, Adam, the less impressive superhero. Give that blue scissor lift a little kiss. Oh, no, not quite, we're good. I felt like I moved a lot, but this is still enormous. We can zoom out a little bit, but Adam, you're gonna have to move really far away in order to get anywhere near the same size. Can we hit the lights?
Yeah.
And that, my friends, is the
Oh my
difference between
God.
a 2700 lumen projector, which is great for your home theater, 120, 150 inch screen, and a 12,000 lumen display that, did I mention, consumes 1700 watts, meaning each of these requires its own power circuit. What you're looking at right now is about, give or take, a 40-foot screen, and it still looks awesome. The consumer version looks like a toy in comparison.
Do
you want to
compare
white to white? That's white. That's...
Yeah.
Now all I need is to fix my alignment.
Proper paint on it.
And a game controller. Oh my God. It looks like a giant TV. Wait, does this not support HDR? No? Do you see anything about HDR support on the site?
I can't find anything with HDR.
Well, we'll just have to try to enjoy it without HDR, I guess. What a downer. You know, I think we'll probably get over it. What's one of these worth? $15,000. I think we can use the consumer one. It'll just be smaller at the land. Whee! Man, that's